Hello, McFluffy52 here, back for more Magic the Gathering Arena action. Today, we're back with another no rares budget deck here. We're playing through each of the mono colors and trying to see how well we can do on the ranked ladder over the course of 20 games with each mono color. We already played through mono green and mono white. Links to those, or like a playlist of them, will be in the description. Today, we're playing mono black. And I have some bad news. I could not, for the life of me, get a mono black deck to have anywhere close to like a 50% win rate or above that. So today is much more of a for fun deck. We're not going for the 20 games on the ranked ladder because it's gonna be kind of pointless. I've played, as I said, around 50 games of these mono black no rares budget decks. I tried a budget Reanimator deck, which I went 4-15 with over across all the different tweaks that I was trying. I played a mono black budget discard deck using Bandit's Talent, which I did better with. I went 8-19 with it over across all the different like tweaks and versions I played. And then, well, I played like one other deck that was kind of a mix up of Reanimator and just general value. And I only played 3 games of that. I was like, all right, this is not working. So what did we end up with? We ended up with just Reanimator, trying to have fun here. I think this deck is pretty fun because we're basically a Reanimator deck that's also a push-pull deck. You know what push-pull is a 2-sided card, so you can cast either side of it. So push is 2 mana. There's mana symbols that are both 2 colors in one. You can pay either of those mana types. So in this case, you can play 1 generic and 1 black mana to destroy a target tapped creature. The other side of it is pull, which is like the side that we mostly care about, or at least the reanimation side that we care about, because it is 4 generic, and then you can pay double black to put up to 2 target creatures from a single graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. They gain haste until end of turn and then sacrifice them at the beginning of next end step. So this means we can reanimate 2 creatures, give them haste, swing in at the opponent's face, and then they'll die at the end of the turn. How do we make the most of that? Well, we want creatures that are big. They have enter the battlefield triggers or attack triggers and death triggers. And that's what we actually have here. We have Pelakka Wurm, I don't know if that's how it's pronounced, which is 4 generic and triple green. It's a 7/7 with trample. When it enters, you gain 7 life. Life gain is kind of important in these kind of Reanimator decks because usually the first couple of turns, even if you're just throwing out removal spells, you're going to be taking some damage from particularly aggressive decks. And so gaining life can help you stabilize against those decks. And then Pelakka Wurm also says when this creature dies, draw a card. So if we reanimate this, we gain 7 life, and then if the opponent removes it, we get a new card in our hand to hopefully fix whatever we are left with in that situation. And then we have Shroudstomper. Now this card, I kind of ignored this card for a while, but I recently put it into this version, and it's quite fun because it is 3 generic, double white, double black, is an elemental 5/5 with death touch, and it says whenever it enters or attacks, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life and draw a card. So when this enters the battlefield, we're going to gain 2 life and draw a card, and if we reanimate it with pull here and give it haste, when we attack in, we're going to gain 2 more life, drain the opponent for 2 more life, and draw another card. So that's what's cool with push-pull and our reanimation targets here. Another reanimation card that we're playing is Zombify. This is from Foundations. It's 3 generic, 1 black, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Lastly, in terms of like big fun spells, we have Flotsam and Jetsam here. The Flotsam side we can actually cast because we can either it does require green or blue mana, but we can make that with our Surveil lands here that we can pay 1 tap to add a mana of any color, or we can make it with our treasures that we make from Collector's Vault. So it is possible to cast this. It says mill 3 cards and investigate. Investigate makes a clue, which is an artifact you can pay to sacrifice and draw a card. So Flotsam can help us put reanimation targets in the graveyard as well as draw us cards. And then Jetsam is what I hope we can do some spicy things with in one of our games here, because it is 4 generic, and then we can pay double black, and it says each opponent mills 3 cards, and then you may cast a spell from each opponent's graveyard without paying its mana cost. If a spell is cast this way and would be put into the graveyard, exile it instead. We can steal basically a card from our opponent's graveyard and cast it. So if our opponent's playing some, big spicy things, maybe their Reanimator deck too, we can steal their Atraxa instead. Same goes for pull here. Notably, it says 2 cards from a single graveyard. It doesn't say your graveyard, so you can actually target the opponent's creatures in their graveyard. So if they have like Atraxa and Valgavoth, you can go ahead and steal them and attack in with them at them, which is pretty funny. Now the rest of the deck is a bunch of removal, which I'll go through real briefly here. We have cut down for the small creatures. It destroys target creature with total power of 5 or less. Notably, if one thing that some new players get confused with, if like a creature takes damage, that doesn't reduce its toughness. So this is kind of one thing that Arena doesn't misrepresent, but can confuse people with. Even if it's like a 2/5 and it takes 3 damage or something, and it looks like it's 2/2, you can't get rid of it with cut down. But all the other small creatures, cut down's really good with. Duress. Duress is really good in standard right now because there's just so many strong non-creature, non-land value engines. Duress allows you to look at the opponent's hand and then make them discard one of those non-creature or non-land cards from it, which can help remove things that you would otherwise have trouble removing, particularly in mono black. Anoint with Affliction. This is 2 mana, exile target creature if it has mana value 3 or less. Why do we care about exiling? Because there's the Unstoppable Slasher that if we just kill it regularly will come back with stun counters, and there's the mono red mice and I guess scamp that if they die does damage equal to its power. So exiling is a stronger effect than destroying, and that's why we care about it here. Bitter Triumph. This is actually kind of a relevant card in this deck. I don't really recommend playing this card outside of Reanimator decks because it is 2 mana. As an additional cost to cast this spell, you can either discard a card or pay 3 life. We care about that discard a card effect because it means we can, it's another way we can put our reanimation targets into our graveyard from our hand, and then we can destroy target creature or planeswalker. So this allows us to deal with creatures as well as planeswalkers. Go for the Throat. It's just one of the best creature removal spells because it says destroy target non-artifact creature. Most creatures are not artifacts, so that's usually not important. Sheoldred's Edict is 2 mana, and then you can choose one of 3 different modes. Each opponent sacrifices a non-token creature of their choice. Each opponent sacrifices a creature token of their choice, or each opponent sacrifices a planeswalker of their choice. This deck is a lot of removal packed into it, and so usually the opponent's not going to have a bunch of creatures, and so usually Sheoldred's Edict can do a similar effect to go for the Throat if they have like 1 creature. Well, we know what creature we're getting rid of in that case, and otherwise it's really good for removing planeswalkers because usually the opponent only has 1 planeswalker and we can just make them sacrifice it for 2 mana. And then notably Collector's Vault. This is probably one of the best cards for any Reanimator deck because it's 2 mana artifact that you can pay to tap it, draw a card, and then discard a card and create a treasure token. These treasure tokens are tokens that you can tap, sacrifice, and add mana of any color. So this acts as mana fixing, ramp, and ways to dig deeper into our deck as well as put our reanimation targets in the graveyard. So that's the deck. I guess I should also explain, in terms of like budget decks, why I've been kind of doing these monocolor decks is because mana bases get much more complicated when you add another color. And so I'm a big fan of trying to play mono colors if you're on a budget. Of course, spending rares on lands is probably one of the best ways you can spend rares, though, just because you can use them in generally any deck that you build of those colors. Though I think some of them will be rotating later this year, so maybe you aim for the ones that are not going to be rotating, which I believe would not, like, so don't get the all will be one lands, and I don't know, you look up rotation is what maybe what I would recommend. Anyways, that is enough rambling. Sorry I don't have a super competitive list, but hopefully this will be fun to watch, and hopefully we can have some fun games here on the ranked ladder. Maybe we'll be able to win one, or maybe this will be a little bit brutal. Okay. This hand seems okay, I guess. I mean, Duress is just really nice to do like as a turn 1 play, especially if you're going first. You need to potentially remove something that the opponent was hoping to use to fix whatever hand they kept. 4 lands is a little bit weird, but we have Surveil lands. These help us to put cards in our graveyard. Surveilling is you look at the top card of your library, and then you can either put it back, or you can, okay, absolutely amazing hit here. Unholy Annex Ritual Chamber is a way for the opponent to draw a bunch of cards, and black doesn't really have particularly good enchantment removal. Though I guess we do have Feed This Worm and Withering Torment now in Standard, which are 2 cards that you can use to remove enchantments. Deep Cavern Bat, that's fine. Probably will take the Sheoldred's Edict, but I don't really know. Keeping the Zombify just so that if we do hit one of our reanimation targets, we have a way of getting it back. No more lands, please. We have 4. And we're going to start making some treasures here. Didn't make the opponent sack the bat. Not going to do it yet. Sheoldred's Edict also is pretty decent into the Ritual Chamber because the mono black decks don't usually have a bunch of tokens, and so you can make them sack the token 6/6. Alright. Can we find... I don't know why it's so adverse to tapping the... Well, I know why the auto tapper is so reluctant to tap those cards, but it's still very annoying. Alright. I'm going to take a peek at the opponent's hand. I'm going to kill the bat here, make them sacrifice it, unless they activate their Mishra's Foundry. That is some insane behavior here to go down a land just to prevent me from getting the Deep Cavern Bat. They probably have an Annex in hand would be my guess. Nope, they don't. Okay, so well, we found a reanimation target, which is great. It will probably die though, but at least it draws us a card when it dies. That is why we're playing these reanimation targets, is they gain life and they draw us cards, which is arguably like the most important thing they can do. Surprised we did not get Duressed by the opponent at all. I'm still confused why they haven't like played anything. Maybe they just have a bunch of removal. We gain 7 life, so we're back up all the way past 20 life, which is nice. Archfiend of the Dross as a big 6/6 demon with flying for 4 mana. It's also a rare. Does the opponent... Oh, wait a minute. Wait, this is actually awesome. We can steal our opponent's Annex, I believe. Why? This is... Maybe this card is the secret that I've been waiting for all along to make this work. Because now... we steal... Wait, Liliana's pretty good. But the Annex is better. we cast it without paying its mana cost. We could make a 6/6 demon. The Annex is appealing though. Starting to draw cards sounds better. We can make the demon next turn, it will be fine. We lose a bit of life, but we can reanimate this worm, or we can just go for the ritual chamber. Okay, that's that's a problem. Alright, what's on top of our library? Another land. That's no good. Well, I think I really ought to make the demon so that we don't die. Well, I think we're just dead. Unless we top deck removal from the Annex. No. Is there anything we could hit off of this? Okay, so I got maybe greedy with the Annex. I should have just made the 6/6 the first time and killed or blocked the Archfiend. I just didn't expect the Archfiend off the top ropes, doubling up the damage. We just died to literally, not Archfiend, the Bloodletter of Acklazotz kills this, man. That's crazy. Ah, big black demons. They're OP. Well, I think we could have won that last game. I got greedy, and then I got very much punished. I got greedy because I was hoping that I could use the Annex side and then pay for the other side later. But taking 6, which turned into 12 because they played the Bloodletter of Acklazotz, really kind of sucked. All right, Dimir. Not very fun. We need to find land, so this isn't... Ooh, that's Collector's Vault. Okay, we'll keep that. What are you? You probably have a creature that you're going to flash in. I don't think we can win this this game. I'm just going to say it now. That's a lot of... Fairy Mastermind's pretty good into a deck that wants to draw, discard every single turn. Okay, I need to hit a land drop, so I want to play the Collector's Vault so I can start drawing and discarding though. So I think if I don't hit a land drop, the game's gonna be lost anyways. I could have cut down or go for the Throated or Bitter Triumphed, but if we hit a land drop, that makes this much better. You can also just wait to activate the Collector's Vault on their turn, and that will stop the Fairy Mastermind from triggering. Looks like they might just force the issue, which in that case, sure, I'll draw a card. So it only triggers on the second card draw, so... Fairy Mastermind's not particularly good in best of 1, but opponent might have a counterspell, to be honest. Ooh. Duress. Yeah, that sounds nice. Those actually sound pretty nice. I want to cast it this turn. Okay, maybe I shouldn't. Alright, we will just pass turn. If they force us to draw... I don't know what I'll do. I'm just going to try and remove things, I think. Okay. That we cannot kill with the Anoint with Affliction, unfortunately. We'll kill it with the Go for the Throat, just so that we're not taking 4 damage. You can only hit us with 2 creatures, the Soulstone Sanctuary, as well as the Fairy Master. Can you not? Oh my goodness, I trusted Auto Tapper and I got punished for it. That's great. That is great. Well, I don't think the opponent's playing counter spells, actually. We will find out, though. We have to crack our treasure because the auto tapper tapped both of our swamps for one of our removal spells. Okay, Kaido. We do have Bitter Triumph to kill that. Do we want to do that, though? Let's question. Push pull. That is another reanimation spell, which is nice. Well, I wish I got this Duress off before they got their Kaido. Is a cut down. Well, I guess I'll get rid of that. And can you stop trying to tap my swamps? My goodness. Could Zombify here, but I don't think it's particularly good. Because the opponent is just going to shuffle away our whatever we play with Flood Pits, Drowners, so we don't even get the death trigger. So I think we just have to go for like push pull into push pull. Man, us losing that treasure there to the auto tapper actually is so bad. We need to find a land in our next like 2 cards, as well as hopefully a creature. I'm just gonna have an endless stream of cards. This is like, if you're playing blue and you want a rare to spend on, this card is a good one to go for. Alright, if I miss on a land, I can't push pull. And I might just straight up, well, I do just straight up die. Well, I will take that. Okay, well, this sucks. I missed on the land. Well, this is just a symphony of errors. Comedy of errors, symphony of errors, whatever. This is going awfully. I can activate one of them. Oh yeah, they're ninjas. Kaido's emblem works really well with them. Oh, we're just dead. Well, we could have lived one more turn there if I just pulled the singular Pelakka Wurm, because it would have gained 7 life, and then I would have gotten a card off of it. So it would have been the end of the world, but definitely not the most fun or the most value you could get out of a push pull. Repair, recharge. Okay, so we're a Reanimator deck, it looks like. I don't think it matters what I take that much, because they have like 2 copies of things that return enchantments and artifacts, and then 2 planeswalkers of the same kind. Campus Renovation is probably the best reanimation card. I would have loved to get rid of the planeswalker, but maybe I should have. It is less mana. Oh. We already have 4 lands. I'm playing 24 lands, I'm pretty sure. But I consistently seems like we've found 5 lands in the top X number of cards. Whoa, what the heck happened with my mouse? Alright, let's get rid of your second reanimation spell, maybe. Yeah, 24 lands. Whoops, I probably could have kept that, really, because I want to get rid of the Shroudstomper eventually, but fine. Another land. Union of Third Path. That's kind of annoying. As a good card for if you're like a white-based control deck in best of 1, because there's so much aggressive decks, or there are so many aggressive decks. Draw 3, discard 2, so they can start filtering through their library. Well, I guess they don't filter through it that much because the -3. I probably should have honestly held on to that because we could have cast it this turn. Oops. Oh my goodness. It's not my day. It is not my day. Is it really worth Sheoldred's Edict? I don't think so. Stop trying to make me tap my swamps. Ugh. Oh. We're almost through a lot of our cards. I'm gonna get rid of the Edict. What do we care? They can have their Planeswalker. They're probably just gonna take up this one and then recast their other one. Maybe not, but we can Confounding Riddle to dig through their library some.
You get to be my protege today.
Oh, finally. We hit big. Okay, so we're doing the thing. Well, actually, are we doing the thing? I don't think we're doing the thing. Opponent has counterspell magic or mana up. We have 4 + 4 is 8. That means they have counter target spell unless they pay 4. So do they have anything good in their graveyard yet? No. We just need to make more mana. Next turn. Next turn, we can do either of these spells and pay for their counter magic. Unless they empty their hand of cards.
Oh yeah, plans coming together.
But if I lose this turn, I'm gonna be so sad. Uh-oh, I'm scared. This is sorcery. We lost the game, didn't we? I should have just went for it. They would have countered it, but at least we would have,
I thirst for information.
because they're gonna reanimate probably this one with the multiverse, and that'll allow them to cast one free spell, and then that can get out of hand. And they can cast cards off the top of their library.
Oh yeah, plans coming together.
They gain so much life. Okay, so that's their one free spell. We're safe for a turn. See if we can play the opponent's deck. I only have 1 mana open, so do I have enough mana for both of these? I do. Alright, well, give me a card. Any card. Pick a card, any card. What do we got? Nothing good. That's actually so sad. I can draw 2 with the ill-timed explosion. Yeah, I'm gonna steal a Row. Sounds fun. We'll go ahead and -3, draw 3, discard 2. Alright, should I try and steal more cards off of them with another Jetsam? Or should I go for the push-pull? I feel like I have to go big, because I feel like if I give them a turn with this one with the multiverse, or yeah, one with the multiverse, they probably are gonna win. Omniscience! Let's go! Let's go! We stole their omniscience! We'll cast the push. Grab both of these Shroudstompers.
I have a plan.
They enter, they draw us cards and gain us life. And then I'll play the one from my hand for free, and draws us a card and drains life. And then swing. They will draw us more cards and drain more life. And they'll connect for damage. And then
Oh yeah.
go ahead, kill that.
Together.
Play Pelakka Wurm. Gain 7 life. And then Bitter Triumph. You know it will pay 3 life. Alright. Hopefully the opponent doesn't find their omniscience. But that was fun. We did the thing where we stole their thing and we did the push pull. Okay, well, even if we lose this game, I'm happy. I am happy. They gain 8 life off of their card. Chart a course, draw 2, discard 1. Scary. Do we have the emblem yet? No, you have to do -10.
Doesn't take a genius to see something weird is going on. Aha! A solution!
This is a good sign so far. They're digging. Though, how many, like every single card in their deck draws, so I think we're doomed. They're just gonna play a bunch of cards until they get the emblem, take down Ral, and then emblem, and then do something crazy. I mean, if they get an invasion of Arcavios, I'm scooping.
Oh yeah. Plan's coming together.
There's 24 cards left in their library. Surely they have a way to win.
I can invent my way to victory.
We stole their mythic and their other mythic. That's a win. We're playing budget. We got to play with mythics. That's my argument. Oh my gosh.
Evidence here somewhere.
Every single card they have digs through their library. A new Ral.
Tail? Oh, crocked. I'm an otter. I'll just invent a solution.
I have to say, it's not looking good. I mean, it's a good sign that they're still drawing through their library, but I feel like
I have a plan.
the game's got to be won for them because
I am confident.
Omniscience with a deck of like 95% card draw means that you can go through your entire library and find the one card that wins you the game.
I have a plan.
Omniscience, it's a busted card. I'm kind of jealous of the opponent. They have multiple of the Enchanting Tales version. I only have one of them, I think.
Big.
And I don't think you can pull, like, they added duplicate protection in the sense that, like, since I have one from Enchanting Tales, I can only pull 3 from, like, the most recent set, and then you can't use the art from the Enchanting Tales on the other ones, I think. It's unfortunate, but temporary lockdown goes collector vaults. It's fine. Do you not have a way to win the game?
It's time to embrace the local. Aha! A solution!
It's just trying to get the emblem without the grand plan here. I mean, they have to cast 3 more spells and then they get the emblem that gives all their put away another omniscience. Hopefully this is entertaining. So I'm having a little bit of fun, even if it's the opponent that's going off.
Time to embrace the
we
local culture.
get. That should be game if the opponent has like the appropriate cards in their sideboard.
When it rains,
Oh, they have Storm. Okay, they just wanted to kill us with Storm. That is nice. That is a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage, and I respect it. Well, that is one way you can win with Omniscience. I like it. Just a few lightning bolts. GG. Okay. This hand seems keepable. We have removal that allows us to discard. We have collector. Any hand with Collector's Vault, I kind of like to try and keep. We go first is a good sign. Lifegain. Well, looks like the opponent's on a combo deck. The old Raise the Past combo. What? What? Okay. They are not on a combo deck. I repeat, they are not on a combo deck. Well, they might still be on the combo deck. But playing Sheltered by Ghosts is kind of psychotic. Should have done that at end step. That's my bad. That would have not given the scry. That's good. That is good. Just in case they have a protection spell, I'm just going to do this now. To pay 2 to get through the ward. Because you didn't draw any of our edicts. Amalia. I mean, I guess it gives your creatures lifelink. But, I mean, it's a good card. It's a good card. I'll give you that. So our opponent put together Lifegain deck that uses enchantments. Interesting. Alright, do we push pull for value? Get back only one Shroudstomper? I think honestly we do. I don't like it, but last time I didn't do this, it was kind of bad. Shroudstomper goes back to the graveyard. There's not a lot of artifact removal in standard, but Sheltered by Ghost will... Oh my goodness. Okay, whatever. You got it. Okay. We have 2 reanimation spells and 2 reanimation targets. We don't have any discard. We have Grotto, though. And we have 2 removal spells, technically. So... When it says good game, I'll tell them good game right back. Because this should be a free one for you. This should be a easy dub. Do we duress or do we just go cut that down? Need to get rid of Entity Tracker. Would be what one of the cards I think they would be playing that to draw cards. Shard Mage's Rescue, Gateway Entryway. Well, none of this I actually really care about that much, but this one has the most amount of value, I guess? I don't know. It's not really great to get rid of one Shard's Mage's Rescue because they still are going to have the second one, so. One's going to go wide. We just need to hopefully get to reanimating. We have Zombify, so we can get back the one Pelakka Wurm that's in our graveyard. If we can get something for like draw discard, that'd be great. Opponent's tapped out of for white mana, so we might as well remove something so that they can't use the Shard Mage's Rescue to fizzle or removal. Dimir comes down, get a Gremlin from the Gremlin Tamer. Another Gremlin, and they pump it up. Flotsam and Jetsam. It's actually not terrible here. As long as we don't die this next turn. Which I don't think we are. I guess I could get back the Pelakka Wurm. Let's do that. Just when in doubt, worm it out. Go from 15 up to 22. Very nice. They have the Sheltered by Ghosts, and I'm going to actually slam my head straight into a wall because the opponent top decked that. That's not in the least bit upsetting. You're a few turns late. Alright, well, you put all your eggs in one basket. Time to pop the basket and get my worm back and another ETB trigger. Gosh darn. Oh, wait, I forgot they have Hexproof. Shut up. You won. Alright, it was an easy win. You're happy? Go. Okay. The hand is a hand, and it looks like a hand. It doesn't really matter. We're probably going to lose anyways. I'm so over it. I just want one win. Let me have one, please. Arena. Ossification seems pretty lame, but the Scrubs Hive also seems pretty lame. I think I got rid of the Hive. Ossification can exile a creature or planeswalker under a basic land. Opponent's on mono white toxic. Play the Collector's Vault. We're gonna have to get rid of the Skrell before we can get rid of anything else because they can pay to life, tap it to give their creatures hexproof. Opponent attacks in with it. I guess they're a toxic deck, so they do kind of want to put poison counters on us. It just occurred to me that Skrelv is an artifact, so I can't get rid of it with the Anoint. They're all artifacts. Gosh darn it. Go for Throat's useless. I mean, besides Enduring Innocence, but I kind of want to exile Enduring Innocence, man. Alright, bye-bye, Shroudstomper. Opponent leaves Skrelv untapped. Not good for us. Edict. Edict. Please. An edict. I mean, Duress is good. Get rid of the land? I guess I can get rid of the land. Do we Duress this turn, or do I just anoint the Skrill? I'll just get rid of the Skrill so I can start removing their things. If I top deck a land, I could push pull next turn. Well, if I get a land and then a creature off the next 2 cards in my library, I can push pull for like maximum value. It's not gonna happen anyways, I guess. I should just kill the Enduring Innocence. Well, actually, this doesn't matter because they're still gonna draw the card because... mono white card draw. Oh. Okay, basic. There are lots of lands. I like that. That is what we like to see. Up to 2 poison. Okay. The opponent probably has like a White Sun's Twilight. Oh my goodness, can I not? Do we push pull just 1 creature? This is the second game of like almost all of today where we've actually had an opponent that has like removal that can hit our collector's vault. So unfortunate. I'm gonna wait a turn. Okay, well, there's nothing gonna happen anyways. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. And we drew 2 lands. Let's go. Let's go. I love this. I love Magic. So much fun getting screwed. What the heck? I just want to one win. It was going so good until they removed our collector's vault. What the heck? Ah. Are we just dead? Ah. We've drawn so many lands that we can just hard cast it for 9 mana. And then we lose. Because... toxic. Unless we find a cut down. Get lost? Not get lost. What was the next card? Zombify. Oh. Okay, there's a collector's vault. Will it disappear? Find out now. Opponent goes first. Oh my goodness, are they a bant or like a ramp deck? They are a ramp deck, and a particularly disgusting one at that. What the heck? Oh, I feel like I gotta get rid of the Beanstalk because it's so good at drawing cards. Leyline Binding is also annoying. All of these things are expensive though. Let's just get rid of the Beanstalk. We need to get up to 6 mana, perhaps, and then maybe we can win. The annoying thing is there's like almost no combination of cards that are non-rares that you can just win with pull. Like if you get 2 Rust Goliaths or whatever they're called, which are like pretty much 10 mana 10/10s with trample and reach, but that card is just really bad outside of like if the opponent has nothing on board and you actually get to double pull it. It's just a really big body. Get rid of Bitter Triumph. It's not particularly a good removal spell. Let's cut down one of these. Not finding many creatures to Alright, now we actually can pull. We're gonna do the thing again. Let's go. Let's go. Discard Shards or Shroudstomper. We have 6 mana, 3 from our treasures. Grab both of these bad boys. Enter, we gain life, draw a card. And then when we attack, I gain life, draw a card. And when the Pelakka Wurm dies, we get to go ahead and draw a card. Not bad, but we we need to do it again to actually kill them, which is the challenging part. Duress. What you got? What you got? Opponent can cast their Leyline Bindings. Can cast their Soul Partition. Wow. It's kind of annoying. Get rid of a Leyline Binding, I guess. And I guess I can also draw a discard if I want. I don't think the Anoint is going to be very useful here. I could discard the Worm. But we will probably end up hard casting it eventually, maybe, hopefully, if the game doesn't instantly end on the opponent's turn. Shroudstomper gonna live? Or are you gonna... Don't mind that, because at least it's not exiled permanently under an enchantment that I can't deal with. Never. Keep digging. Put that in the graveyard. Did I play the... Yeah. Dang it, I should have held off playing the swamp. We need to find push-pull very, very soon. Are you gonna get rid of the treasure or the vault? Okay. Makes sense. One is gonna get their Overlord. I'm gonna make them... Actually, I'll just kill it. I'll kill it. My turn. Okay. Pass and do nothing. That's pretty good. Beanstalk's already drawn them 3 cards. Unable to draw another push pole here. Playing a full 4 of. Only saw 1 in our top X number. Well, unfortunate, but hey, unfortunate is the name of the game. Ay. Opponent should have gone for the card draw. I guess they have like a full grip anyways. What do they care? Another land. Another land. I'm playing 24. What the heck? Alright, Shroudstomper. Get at him. Boom. Big. Opponent's gonna cast Breach on their turn, and we're gonna just fold over and die. They cast Kaya again? If they cast Breach, there's like no way they die. Because there is a way they could potentially die this turn. Well, I guess if you have a land, anything is possible. That's another land. That is another. Grottos aren't that useful. We can tap them. Alright, we'll tap our swamps this time. And, bye-bye, Planeswalker. They're gonna get their Overlord, though. They're gonna be able to cast another Kaya. They're also gonna be able to Soul Partition. Collect Result if they really wanted to. Alright, now we can't kill them from a push pull. And now we're gonna top deck it. Wow. It's a bit greedy to go for that. Okay, we didn't top deck the push pull. I mean, might as well activate this. Zombify. Nah, I'm good. I mean, I guess I could have saved on mana. Play that out. Why not? Opponent can just Soul Partition our Shroudstomper, or kill it, or steal it, or
Time for your spirit.
You know, whatever. So the other 3 push bowls were in the bottom 20 cards of our deck. Good to know. You were supposed to be here like how many turns ago? Alright, at least we get to do the Shroudstomper thing, which is fun. Steal their Overlord. I won't, though. Pelakka Wurm. Boom. Gain so much life. We're doing the thing. Except for we just couldn't put together the pieces. Alright, something in there great. We could breach the multiverse. Does that win us the game somehow? Why not? Maybe we can mill the opponent out. Breach the multiverse. Boom. I will take, you know what, a Shroudstomper because I want it. It's my new favorite card, Kaya. It's fun. I will take down Kaya to steal my Shroudstomper back. Thank you very much. Boom, drained you again. Hidden Grotto. It's another Jetsam. Let's go. Can we kill the opponent? Absolutely not, but it was really funny. The opponent is forced into blocking pretty dramatically here. Down to 3. Did I misplay? I don't think so. Removed a blocker. The breach or breach the multiverse is now gone, which is a little annoying. We can't redo it. Opponent, put another. Oh wait, if you breach the multiverse, I'm actually gonna lose my library. I'm only down to 3 cards. Oops. My bad. Do I give them Kaya? Yeah, probably. I can just take Kaya back. Do I have lethal with this Jetsam? They don't remove my little dude. Doesn't it attack in, heal 2 damage and 1 damage, and then I reanimate a Kaya with Jetsam?
This plan failed. Let's go.
Or can I just hardcast both of those? Interesting. Well, I will move to attacks. Two damage. Is my other Shroudstomper in my graveyard? Yes. Okay. Did I win the game? Yes. No way. That's not real. This isn't real. It's all fake. It's all fake. What? Opponent, you missed the shroud. Oh wait, they gained 2 life. I can't count. No, it's not real. It is real. I thought I had them with zombifying the other Shroudstomper. They have another cease? This is insane. Wait, they're drawing cards. They're gonna run out of cards in their library. Okay, grand question. Do we zombify or do we duress? I think we zombify, because then they have to answer our Shroudstomper. But they can just answer with Kaya. So maybe we duress. Make sure they don't have anything super strong. I think we just zombify. I'm losing my mind. I don't know what's going on. I don't think we can win the game. There's like no way we should win this game, surely, right? I'm saying this, but that's, and using it as an excuse for not thinking at all, but when it has another cease? Huh? Opponent is playing almost a full playset of Cease Desist. That's crazy. That seems like... I mean, it's good graveyard hate, but... Just play Ghost Vacuum, because when are you going to ever use that, Opponent's down to 6 cards. Can we mill them out? We're down to 1 card. Alright, well, opponent's entire library. What do we need? What do we do? How do we win the game? I don't think there's a way we win the game. Well, I'm just gonna play Kaya and try and drain them. I don't think it's gonna happen because we're only one card in library.
That's just a start.
I'm still baffled that we're the ones that milled out first. That is a lot of removal here. Sure, let's play Collector's Vault. Ugh. One card in library. No. Opponent doesn't like the opponent has to do nothing and we'll lose. And we've had like 2 games where we popped off and we still lost. The opponent's like just a better value pile. So I have to say I'm pleasantly pleased with Flotsam Jetsam because it's kind of
I'll only need one blade
kept us in the game here.
That's just a start.
I go out on my own terms here. Draw from an NT library. Discard this. GG. Okay. Keep. It's always a keep, surely. Oh. Minor weight tokens. I guess we got rid of the forge, but they're gonna top deck another one or Caretaker's Talent and probably just win the game. These poles will be important because they give hasty attackers. The opponent's just gonna like nuke the board on repeat. At least that's what I assume is going to happen. Did not find a land drop. Unfortunate. Opponent's gonna lightning strike us. I guess there is a game of damage. As a land. We'll take it. Duress. I do actually kind of want to cast that. Guess I'll get rid of one Anoint. I can actually cast the Anoint and the Duress. You know what? I'm doing it. It is a little ugly, but we just lose all of our treasures, but no more Eternal Wanderer. Now they have a Sweeper and a Lightning Strike. What do they top deck? Grand Reveal. Authority of the Consuls. That actually kind of sucks for us, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work. Cut down, probably not very useful. And we're just going to Zombify. Get the worm out. It's a 3-hit KO. Well, actually, they're going to gain life, so it's not a 3-hit KO. But normally it's a 3-hit KO. If they don't have blockers. Lightning strike me in the face. Eventually we'll use this Jetsam to steal their Eternal Wanderer, which I think should be pretty good into them. But we'll find out. I don't think I need 2 Collector's Vaults, to be honest. We're going to hold on to the Bitter Triumph so that we can deal with a Planeswalker if they play it. Next turn, we can steal their Planeswalker from their graveyard with Jetsam. We're just gonna do that right now. Give me your Planeswalker. Tee hee hee. Little rubbing my hands together. A little theft action here. I will, ooh, I could, wait. I could just forge them. Wait, forge doesn't work. They have authority of the consoles. Think. Oh, wait. Eternal Wanderer is so good with our deck because we can blink our creatures that we reanimate, or like the push ball creatures to keep them, and we get another ETB off of them. Holy smokes.
I brought backup.
Interesting. The opponent does not go for the Eternal Wanderer with their burn spell. Don't tell me you just top deck the Planeswalker removal. Mondrak. I will just pay 3 life and make that disappear. Would love to get rid of the authority of the consoles, I'm not gonna lie. But in the meantime, we will just chill with the little stolen Planeswalker we have here. Holy crap, we did it. We won one. Let's go. Let's go. 6 losses in a row, and we finally won one. Let's go. All right, well, I think I'm gonna call it there. I was thinking about playing one more, but you know, why end on a loss when we can end on a win? So is this that good? Absolutely not. I guess is the answer I can give. Is it fun? I think there were some pretty fun games there. Honestly, maybe the secret is just play more of Jetsam, and you should just build a deck purely of Jetsam, and then you get to steal all of your opponent's mythics and rares. So yeah, that is honestly, I added this card a bit on a whim, but holy smokes, did we have some fun games with it, because we stole Omniscience, we stole the Planeswalker. I think we got a bit unlucky in like that one game where we could not find another push pull against like the Beanstalk deck, but besides that, yeah, I think we had some fun games, even though we lost every single one of them. But yeah, let me know what you think of the deck, what maybe you would change, any feedback you have. I will try and finish out the no rares monocolor decks. I was really hoping to make them like 20 games competitive decks, but the mono black broke me, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it's possible to make every color no rare deck be a like very competitive one. I would say if you're looking for the most competitive version, playing this discard deck that I put together is probably the best one. This is the discard deck. So if you're looking for like a bit more of a competitive list, this is one that I think, you know, works a bit better. And you get to like, if you upgrade the deck, you can just like play Liliana the Planeswalker. I guess I think Liliana's rotating this year, so it is only a couple of mythics, and mythics end up usually being the wild cards that are less pinched than rares, at least for me. But yeah, like Liliana is a pretty good upgrade, and then you have like the normal mono black really strong cards of Unstoppable Slasher, Annex type stuff. But yeah, if you're looking for like an actual competitive mono color deck with rares, definitely recommend looking at like Untapped decks, because they have all the stats and everything. I'm not sponsored by Untapped, but maybe eventually I'll get an affiliate link. That would be pretty cool. But anyways, I just use them for like tracking stats and looking at what is the meta in competitive decks. Anyways, that's enough rambling. This one ended up being quite long, and it took me forever to just come to terms with we're not going to be able to win. So yeah, anyways, have a nice morning, evening, night, afternoon, wherever and whenever you're watching. Take care of yourself. Ciao.